This message is for the sign of Aquarius or Aquarius crosswatcher. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Something to do with blue. I don't know if it's the color blue, or I got more the feeling of someone is blue during this time. Now, whether this is you, Aquarius crosswatcher, or someone else on the outside of whoever's watching this video, someone's got like the winter blues, or they're feeling kind of blue, kind of sad during this time. I'm also hearing blue suede shoes, blue jeans, like something to do with blue is very specific. You could be wearing blue while you're watching this. Okay, blue. Maybe I'll just title your video blue in general, because I think that that could be more broad. But also when I think of the color blue, or even the feeling of blue, it's cold. So it could be very cold where you're at, or very cold where this person is. Now, where I'm at in the United States, it's getting really cold. We're actually in a very cold time. It's about to get real cold, where people are going to be stuck inside, probably ain't going to be able to go nowhere for a while. Some people are more used to it, like up in the north, but I'm down in the south, so we're not as used to it. So it's kind of like, it's like blues, like gloomy. But not everybody watching this video is in the United States or experiencing like frigid cold. You know, somebody could be in another country and it could be warm or summer there. So, but when I think of cold, again, I think of, or blue, I think of cold. Iced out, cold, kind of, hibernation. It's kind of quiet. It's like, I need to get out of this house, or I need to do something, like itching to do something, to go on a road trip, or to take a vacation somewhere, or go on holiday, or, you know, something, even though we just had holidays. But it's like, you know, maybe even someone here has, what do you call that? Seasonal depression. Yeah. It's like I can only stay in and watch so many reruns, or binge watch so many shows, or, you know, even be around the same person or people for so long before I just need a breath of fresh air without freezing my nuts off. I need a breath of fresh air. I need the sun on my face. I need to drive, something like that. Somebody could be feeling down. I said drive, and it could be actually somebody wants to get out and drive. Maybe that kind of clears somebody's mind here, but I get more of like lacking drive, lacking motivation, inspiration, needing some sort of pick-me-up, like bored of the same old thing, tired of watching the same things on Netflix or Hulu or YouTube, just like, oh, come on, what is going on? It's just like frustrating to a degree. So who's this person? Who's this person? If this isn't you, it's somebody connected to you somehow. It's just kind of, I don't know, maybe feeling a little lonely during this time. Maybe someone's shut down. They're just not really saying much, you know? I also got that with Aries. Not surprised. It usually connects somehow. But feeling just kind of like isolating, and or maybe someone's just being forced to isolate during this time due to weather, or due to just they ain't got the money to do things, or the extra time or money, or, you know? And so it's just like, I don't know. So why do I feel like somebody's like itching to get out? Like somebody's itching to get out and experience and adventure, and, you know, they're lacking enthusiasm right now. That's what it feels like. Like I need more. I'm seeing the the hills are alive with the sound of music. What is she doing when she's singing that? Well, obviously, she's on the hills. Or she's on the hill. So she's up there on the hill, and she's singing, flailing about, and just kind of alone, right? My heart will be... Music is definitely someone's therapy here. And it can range. It can go from classical music to musicals to rap and metal and like rock even, and just like country, you know, a little twang, a little twangy twang. And I'm hearing Shania Twain. Maybe that's significant for someone here. Somebody could have just listened to Shania Twain. But, or Shania could be someone's name. But anyway, Something to do with music. You know what usually happens to a person, at least speaking from my own experience, like coming from an I place, what usually happens to me if I am, whether it's weather or lack of finances, like forced to not be able to basically live, it starts to, well, it comes in stages. Like first I'll get really depressed, and then I'll just kind of keep myself away from people, and then I'll just shut everything down, shut down, kind of slowly until it becomes like a major depression, and then I'll just burst out and then like basically force my way through. And like, okay, nobody's gonna hold me down, and I'll just do something crazy, like I'll just go walk even if there's ice on the ground. You know what I mean? Not nothing too crazy, but I will make myself find a way. That's kind of what I think. I think once somebody here has been either forced to hold back or forced to kind of, like they're just not opening up, whether they're being forced by the weather, being forced by obligations and responsibilities, they can't connect during this time, or other people are really making it hard for them, or actually they're just kind of going through some, like a slump, you know, going with a little bit of depression or something. It's like you know, I feel like this person's gonna get to a place, or you, if this is you, where it's like, F this, you know, like the frustration is going to be the drive. It's going to be the petroleum. It's going to be the gas that pushes somebody forward, because they're going to get tired of it. Whatever someone's experiencing right now, they're going through like a season, very much like the season. So they could definitely have seasonal depression or some sort of just, and to top it all off, if they're surrounded by a person or people or restrictions, like things that just kind of keep them stuck, keep a close eye on them, just, you know, it's going to get old. Like I feel like how somebody's living is getting old really quick. They may even try to convince themselves that it's not so bad, or that they're okay with it, or something like, no, it's just the way things are. That's just the way it is. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Things will be the same. I don't remember the lyrics. That's just the way it is. Da-da-da. I'm gonna write that down before I forget it. Like settling basically for something, you know, just being like, oh, you know, it's fine. But it's not fine, you know. Somebody is like itching and thirsting for the sun to come out, to flail about, maybe even to be alone. Maybe they haven't been alone. Maybe they've been trapped in their house, or they've been like not able to go to work because of the weather, or I don't know what's going on, but somebody's been stuck somewhere, whether physically or financially or something. And I'm hearing mundane, and they're just bored. They need to stretch. It's like they've been swaddled, but not in the sense where it was keeping them comfortable. Maybe for a minute, but eventually a swaddle, if left in it too long, can be more like a cage, like a trap, like a restriction. Someone's definitely been restricted, and I would say their spirit is unwilling. They may have went along with it because they thought that this is what they were supposed to do, or how they wanted life to be, or they kind of just settled, or they're just forced to, the weather and money, I don't know, but they're wanting out. Somebody definitely wants out. It's getting old. They're bored. They're tired. It's something has like, it's too tight. It's like claustrophobia. It's like winter, like hibernation, like death. That's what it feels like. Like there's absolutely no life to someone. And I mean, it's not that they don't have it. It's that they just don't, they're not experiencing it at this time, or very little, you know? And maybe even, I feel like they have a lot of emotions, whether they show that on the outside or not, they do. This is a very sensitive person. I just don't, because of the cold energy, I don't get that they show it often, if ever. But this person cries. I don't know how much they cry, but they do. And it's almost like when they get to really thinking about some things, which they do, even if they're sitting in a room with other people, they may not have any clue this person's thinking as heavily or deeply as they are, but they are. And they start to get emotional because the life that they're living right now, or their current situation, we'll say it like that, isn't compatible with this person's soul. Their soul is actually very bright. It's just aching to get out of there, to spread its wings and fly. And I'm hearing dragonfly. Maybe that's significant for someone here. But they're prohibited. It's like they've kind of been forced to stay in, or they've been forced to isolate. They've been forced to kind of just deal with what they've got right now. It's like backed into a corner almost. Like, I love the winter time, guys. I love the winter time, but it can be depressing. And I'm not talking about actual winter and all that. I mean, I am here, but I'm using it as an example of kind of what this person's going through, this season of their life. They're kind of like, is this going to last forever? I mean, even if the season, like where they're at, is cold, right? Let's say it is. Even when it changes, because it does, there are different seasons. When the season does change and they're out of the cold, I still feel like their life is lacking something. It's missing something, like some sort of ingredient or element that they're wanting. Fire, some sort of fire element, some sort of energy or light in their life. Like, you know, and maybe they even feel like they're selfish for even thinking these things. Like they may even sit back, and when they get emotional and kind of go through these things mentally, they're kind of thinking, no, you know what, I'm very lucky, I'm blessed, I should be just thankful for what I have. But I don't think they realize that they can be thankful for things that they have and also still long for more. It's okay. That doesn't mean that you're not satisfied with what you have, because you still dream to add on. You know what I mean? Like, this could be like a very creative person I'm getting. They're very creative. You, if this is you and it's reversed, and they just haven't been able to really express this creativity the way that they would like to, because of some sort of hindrance or hold on them. I don't know what this is. It's like an energetic hold or something that's just really had them down, or they don't have the money to do it. It's something like that. And this is maybe why the energy is blue between you and this individual right now, because it's like they don't have anything to give, although they have a lot to give. But at this time, they don't have a whole lot to give, actually, or energetically, because it's like they're being stunted. At least this is what they're feeling. That was my doggy, so confirmation. They're being stunted. They may also feel like they have a lot of enemies or something, like, which is interesting, because their energy doesn't feel like that. Their energy feels very kind, depressed, almost sad. But it's interesting to me how that keeps happening, because I've actually been studying a lot on Chinese astrology, and I'm going to start getting into that more and kind of veer away from even like Western or Vedic and do more Chinese astrology. I'm really into it. It makes more sense to me, actually, because it's connected to the earth, which just seems right. I've been studying on it a lot, actually. But anyway, I'm a dragon. I was born in the year of the dragon, which is this year. This is the year of the dragon. And one of our enemies is the dog, supposedly. And so I'm just thinking, when I heard that was confirmation that, why do I feel like this person, it's like no matter what they do, no matter how hard they climb, they're always just fighting. They're always fighting, they're always struggling, because they always have some sort of like energy trailing them or something. Now, I don't mean my actual grand doggy. I love my grand doggy. But I don't believe in coincidence. That happened for a reason just now. You know what I mean? Like, they almost feel like it doesn't matter what type of person they are. They still got people trying to rip them down or pull them down, or that are only there solely to make sure this person doesn't succeed or something like that. Yes, definitely. Like, they have to be very careful in their life, whoever this is. I also say that because I'm a life path 8, and I'm just connecting here. I'm connecting the dots, and a life path 8 has to be very careful with their karma. Very, very careful to make sure that they live as honorably and righteously as they can, and anything that they have done in the past before they were aware of these things, making them right. And so it's like they're doing a lot of self-work, this person or you, if this is you, you're doing a lot of self-work. I mean, you may even be like, damn, how many more years am I going to have of this? Where it's just, you know what I mean? Constant work on yourself, constantly having to, where it seems like other people don't have to do it as much or as often, if ever, some of them, and you're always answering for your shit and karma, or somebody else is how they're feeling. So that's why somebody's feeling blue, not to mention you add all the other factors on top of it, the freaking winter and a lack of money, and you know, you got to always make sure, is this my friend? Is this my friend? Or is this somebody who's going to stab me in the back? It's like somebody don't know who to trust here. That's what I get. And it's really kind of sad because this person's got a really big heart and they're actually quite sensitive. It doesn't matter if they're icy on the outside. They were once a liquid and they solidified. They hardened. Or this is you. You've hardened. It doesn't mean that who you are, the essence of you, who you are at your core is hard. You could actually prefer, or this person prefer if it's them, to flow like water. But things have happened that have transformed someone, but not permanently. Ice can melt. Keep that in mind. So that's what we've got for today. I don't want to push it too far. Again, I want to keep my energy balanced. I've taken several days off to study and to really just kind of whatever comes to me, whatever I feel like I am needing to do, take on, take off, unlearn, learn, I'm doing it. And this is, it's good for my soul. It's good balance. So I don't want to rush it. I don't want to push it or force it. We're going to leave it right here. I think we got what we needed. But that's what we got today, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.